Derivatives trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. That doesn't sound right. Huh. I must just be messed up. All right. Did I do that? Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So my alarm didn't go off today because my phone is dead. So let's see here. It doesn't look like I missed anything. Pretty range-bound market so far. Yeah. A little move down, a little move up, a little move down, a little move up. Interesting. Well, probably a good thing. Let's see here. Happy daylight savings time. Well, it wasn't because, well, I mean, I guess daylight savings time's played into it because normally, even if it was past my time to wake up, I would still just wake up, you know? But I guess my clock is so messed up that I just completely slept through both. So, pretty lame. I got a big annoying alarm clock that sounds like a bomb. I put it on the other side of the room. It's the only way I can wake up at night. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it does not look like the action is too good. Although we did get a little bit of a break of the overnight range, so we'll see. The E-mini's been moving a little bit higher, so Treasuries coming down a little bit, I guess. Bum 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 ba da. Bum bum bum. What else? Okay, so we took care of that. So what am I gonna do? Well, because it's been so crappy so far, I think because I literally like what happened? I woke up. My wife woke up because she's got to work early today, and she's like, "Shouldn't you already be awake, Seth?" And I'm like, should I?" you know? Oh, that's weird. And so, like, I haven't showered or eaten or anything, so I think that I will go and do that. How come this is not? Oh, that's weird. short. 27:58. Anyways, there, that one's doing it. Okay. Has there been anything today? No. Oh, I'm so hungry too. Oh, all of a sudden I'm so hungry. Mm-mm. Okay, well, so here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm going to leave the stream running, and I'm gonna go eat and shower as fast as I can. But this is a pretty shitty start to the week. Can you imagine though, like if I, you know, didn't trade in the morning, I would be like rushing to be on time to work. That would suck. So, ding ding ding. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I will be back in probably about 15-20 minutes, hopefully. Okay. So kind of still in the same spot. That's interesting. Excuse me. Well, I appreciate that so many people still turn in even when I am completely um, out of sorts, let's say. Hmm. Well, I think you could maybe go short here. Definitely see the opportunity. 22 half. 6J is moving down. Could go down to some support. I'm going to try it. Okay, well, that was my breakfast, a protein shake and a banana. Looks like pretty strong buying in the E-mini. It's not taking too much absorption to hold a level in comparison to the last week. Well, last week was pretty crazy. Good job, Ace. Made a little bit there before the open on the short, I think. Don't know what that is. Well, it's saying I'm not going to get filled. Even that original one that I had canceled, I don't think would get filled. Deputy Political Director of the Telegraph suggests Prime Minister May could be on the verge of a breakthrough, hearing that Prime Minister May be flying to Strasbourg later today for a last-ditch talk with Juncker. Suggestion there is some kind of deal in the offering over alternative arrangements. Nothing confirmed yet, but signals she could be bringing something new to the Commons tomorrow. Well, that is very good news indeed. Very good news indeed. Well, it is being a little fishy. Pulling there at 22.5, even though not very much has gone through. Get filled. Give it 2 ticks worth of space. Okay. E-mini's looking like it's struggling a little bit, but they're trying to push it up to new highs. There's a little bit of selling there, and now they're trying, you can see them trying to push it up. So I think they're trying to stop out some shorts. Well, they're being pretty, oh yeah, there's the bird waking up. I need to go back and listen to it and see how bad it really is and see if there's anything I can do to try and fix that. Okay, there the E-mini made a little bit of progress up again. There was some strong buying there, actually. Wow, look at that. New high. New high. Come on, there you go. It's just that I should never have gotten a second bird. Because Jerry was okay. Like, you know, they'd wake up, there'd be a little bit of squawking, and that'd be about the extent of it, right? But then we got the second bird, and that baby just squawks like it's the end of the world, no matter what's happening. So annoying. Ooh, what is this? What is this, Fit Futures? Oh, micro E-mini futures. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I am so fucking happy. Oh my gosh. Dude. That is so fucking cool. Well, I might have to trade that. Fuck. What is so wait, what's the okay. Deep breath. Deep breath. Micro E-mini futures fit seamlessly within our current product suite and give all traders a simple way to access the equity index futures markets at 1/10 the size of a classic E-mini contract. 1/10 the size. So that means that you could trade it with for $50 in margin. Is that am I what? That is so cool. Versatility to manage predictions. Subscribe for updates. But it doesn't have like the complete contract specs. Oh no, wait, here it is. Okay. So there's oh, they're doing it for all of them, for the S&P, the Nasdaq, the Russell, and the Dow Jones. Okay. So the dollar value of one tick is $1.25 per contract. That is so cool. But what will the contract amounts? It's all the same. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, but one tick is only worth $1.25. So what would the commissions be on that? Well, I wonder what the commissions are on the micro Forex ones. Could you make money off of just one tick or 8.8 ticks? You know? But I could do that. How would I do that? Could I fit the E-mini futures up here on the top going across this way? I think that would be reasonable. What do you guys think? Oh, could you not see my face when I put it on the cam? Oh, no, we need to make it a little lower. They have E-micro gold. That's just... Okay, well, let me subscribe for updates. Okay, well, it is not continuing down from here. Could the E-mini make another move up? Let's see. Oh, yes, certainly. Certainly could move up more. Could frankly go all the way to 2667 if we're lucky. Well, today just like very quickly turned from like a really, really bad, awful, terrible start to a day and just a terrible day to like the best day ever. You know what? I don't watch the big ES. I just watch ES. What's the full size one? It's what I forget what it's called. Trading equity index. SP. I don't trade it. I don't have SP up. Should I have SP up? Could maybe tell us something. Hmm. See, it's still moving higher and treasuries aren't really coming down. It's not helpful, is it? The 5 year is not exactly going anywhere either. What's up with my cumulative delta here? Is it messed up? Do I need to? Yes. Okay. Huh. Well, that's a little better. I mean, they ticked down. This 21.5 isn't pulling at all. Maybe if the 5 year does it. Well, there's a pretty decent size there at 28.25. So even if we tick down, it might not go. Yeah. He's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. She's like, well, Yemeni, she looks really happy today. Maybe we should tick down. I don't know. Now it's flipped in the 5 year. I wonder if Tasty Trade setting up their own thing was what prompted them to, you know, make a change. Gotta wonder. Because it was kind of like as soon as Tasty Trade said that they were going to do it, and then all of a sudden next month, has it been? It's been more than a month, but my right trap is not happy today. better. Okay. See, only 400 being put on the offer. So when it sits there for more than 10-15 minutes, I think it's better for me to take it off, because those ones that I stay in for like 30 minutes and I'm not even getting a tick usually aren't good trades. So yeah. Is this not Restream not showing me everything again? Looks like it's not. Looks like it's not getting to YouTube very well today. I wish I was long. That's funny. Yeah, the 10-year seems really dead. I don't know what the deal is. Possible to have many level break traders of many retail and micro slash ES big trends. You think that it'll bring more liquidity to the markets? I think it could. I think there's a lot of people out there that would trade it. Because right now, the amount that it moves, like there's just a huge barrier that we could see so many people come with the micro. Well, I'm definitely gonna trade it. Especially if it's gonna give me like $50 in day trade margin. Like, come on. See that E-mini, there's 2767. Hmm. So I suppose that we could say single prints to 2771. Hmm. I mean, they're still keeping it offer at the very least, but you know what? My jigsaw cumulative deltas are all fucked up. So I guess the one thing is because I have this all this over here that isn't necessarily. I'm gonna have to have that. So I could just put micros over here. Ah, now they hit it. Only 50 through it, but they did pull. And the one that was at a quarter in the 5-year pulled. See, but if I had left that on, I would probably be wanting it to go to 20 half at least. Well, yet again, they hit into it a little bit, but it didn't go. For whatever reason, they just don't want to hit it. This is actually now 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So it's actually an 11 tick zipper now up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But then there was this, so it is an 11 tick zipper up. it's telling me I could get short 22.5 again. But I don't think so. I think that it's giving us, yeah. Okay, so 4 went into 23. Hmm. Well, it is Monday. I'd have to say, though, that's a pretty bad session. Especially after how crazy things were last week. I guess we got some news coming in later in the week, though. You know, tomorrow, retail sales. Core retail sales tomorrow. Chairman Powell is speaking in the evening. And then Tuesday we get. Oh no, wait, that was today. We got core retail sales. They were good numbers, by the way. But then tomorrow we got CPI, and then Wednesday PPI. So maybe that's why we're so range bound. So they just don't want to take it before the big inflation numbers. I will give this until 11 a.m. and call it. Yeah. It's super slow. It's Monday and we're ahead of the inflation numbers. And it was very range bound within the opening range. So no matter what, you got to be cautious. Or, you know, have smaller targets at the very least. I just need another monitor. Suppose I could try making the numbers smaller on my screen. I mean, that is 50% right there, I think. So I think if I come up here and make a new one of these depths and cells, and we'll just say, let's just put whale up there for now. Okay. And then do my big one. Okay. So that gives us that. Move this a little bit. Yeah. And then if I wanted to, well, I need an order column, right? Okay, so there's my order column. I can move this down here like that. But then you won't be able to see the Bitcoin futures. I don't know if anybody will care about that at that point. It's moving down though. Could be ugly. So will it be correlated with E-minis? Absolutely, 100%. Just like, so let's pull this up. I don't know where are you? Market Analyzer. Add instruments. Futures. I just have to do a search. SP. Okay, so there's SP. So now let's change this to be SP. Okay. Do I not get that one? Oh, I don't get that one. Oh no. Well, that's interesting. To the AMP Futures website. Client portal, exchange data fees. Oh, that's right. I think I only get the CBOT. Do I? I don't know anymore. NYMEX. No, I must get the bundle. I must get the bundle. Cash index data is extra. Because, I mean, if I wasn't getting the bundle for $15 a month, I wouldn't be getting oil. Well, no, I have them all, but you would definitely see that they would be correlated. They would move up tick for tick, frankly. And if they didn't, I would buy over here to make it do it. Keep it in line. But you know there's going to be a robot out there already doing that. Somebody's already got it programmed up and he's going to put it... He's going to just tell it to trade based on what ES is doing. 100% they will do that. Well, they are hitting into 22, 23 now. I don't know. I mean, this would be the least obtrusive thing. Would be just to do that. Because otherwise I'd have to start putting them up here. You know, and I could put all of the E-mini ones up here. But I don't know if I really want to do that. Because I really like these Vista charts. Well, I mean, I guess I don't use the Vista chart that much, do I? The cumulative delta mostly. And I can, technically, I can see that same thing over here. That oil is distracting. It moved up really, really heavy this morning, and now it's coming back the other way. I should just close that because I just want to watch it because it ticks all the time. It'll be interesting to watch to see if when we get it, if there's any kind of. I mean, they should go tick for tick, but maybe you'll see some divergences. Oh, yep. Here's the post from John Grady. Well, that Bitcoin's not looking so hot. Just looking at it here. And there's the big move down and up and then back up. Huh. It's not entirely positive. There's a lot of space you can reduce from the other DOMs. The alert column is too big. Well, so I had it like if I had Tyler sold 10K and it fits that just exactly. For sure, right? Now, do I use the alert columns in the other ones? Very rarely, but that's why they're only like 2 letters, you know? So I don't know if I could really reduce it there. And I do have the prices and all of those columns set up to minimize the amount. I consolidated it as much as I could this way. I could make the font smaller, and that would probably give me to about right there. But the question in my head is, do I want to look at the Dow futures and the mini NASDAQ futures? You know? They really like that 22.5, don't they? Oh, you know what? That zipper signal that said to go long did turn out. I didn't realize that. But you would have gotten filled at the 2 ticks. I don't think I want to trade this. Not with the way that it's acting right now. It would be nice if I just had a second screen. But then I wouldn't be able to show you both of those, so how would that work? I guess I could have a second screen and I could move my Vista charts there and stuff. Nah, I think when they come out, I think that I will just, yeah, I don't think that anybody's that's going to be that disappointed if I take off the Bitcoin futures. You know, I can just show that at the beginning and the end. And people can see what they want to see on that. But Bitcoin's just not very popular right now. Maybe an ultra wide monitor. Yeah. I think streaming beyond the 3K that we do right now, though, would be a problem. And one of the issues I had was that I was I don't remember what I was gonna say now. I remember in the beginning I had them much smaller and people said that they couldn't read the numbers on my DOM, and so I made it bigger. In the beginning. And then there was a time when they were really big and they all just covered the whole screen. And then Bitcoin came around, and so we said, well, we need to make some room for Bitcoin. So we did that. But I'm thinking the micro futures should be 100% correlated to the minis, and so maybe we could look at it with currency. Let's try that, because the currencies has micros, right? Add instruments. So there's 6J. Oh, and remove this one. Okay, so there's 6J. And then what would the micro? E micro JPY USD futures. Okay. And there's the micro Forex. And there's the 6J. Okay. Go to my big one. Okay. Make this column a little bit bigger. Okay. Oops. There. $9,001. Oh, that's interesting. Contract specifications are actually a little bit different. The micro one has 1 degree less precision. But I'm sure that if this ticked up to 3, this would tick up to 3. Interesting that you got so much at these spots. Like at 09 and 994. We would need to increase the market depth here. See, 8994. 8994. You don't get a big one. 9008. You don't get a big one. Huh. Well, not what I would expect. The XLM pump looking good. You know, I don't actively trade any of the cryptocurrency stuff. Right now, I think the only one that I still own any of is the garlic coin. Ooh, which by the way, where's my do I have it? Oh, I don't have it. Oh, here it is right here. Oh, but that's the old Explorer. What's the garlic coin explorer? Garlic coin explorer. Here it is. Here's the bakery one. Nope, I didn't get one last night. I'm getting close though. I'm getting close to 10,000 garlic. 10,000 garlic. Yep. I want the shittiest shit coin. So I did garlic coin. And now that I've reached my mining goal, the extra that I mine, I think I'm going to start giving away. Like I do some giveaways and like tons and tons of tips on the subreddit and stuff. Maybe even buy a little bit to build up the community so that when the next crypto run happens, garlic coin will go up to its correct price. Because right now, get this, right now, the 42K market cap. That's actually less than it was on Friday. So I think it fluctuates in market cap by like 20K. But can you imagine if you had $1 million and you put it all into garlic coin, right? This thing is so pumpable. So pumpable. The next great crypto run, you know it's going to happen. I don't know how much you're going to make on it with just a pump. But consider for a moment that garlic coin only has 69 million coins. Like that's the max. So once we get past the halvening and everything, even if it's a really low market cap, buying it right now might be a good idea. Assuming we're at the bottom, but I don't think we're quite at the bottom. I think that the crypto market's got another good sell in it. But that just goes back to our earlier discussion. I got this great chart here for cryptocurrencies. I think is really helpful. Of course, the real key is the charts that I post every day on Patreon. Those are so good at telling us where tops and bottoms are in Bitcoin. But you know, this stream started because people wanted to see the Bitcoin futures, and this is what we have left from that to show people. I don't know if people really care about it anymore. Maybe we just get rid of this and the profit screen, and we just put the micro S&P 500. Up 18% in 24 hours on $345 in volume. Is it really? On Cryptopia, is that where I think is the majority of the trading, right? That's what I'm saying is like, I wanted to just mine 10K. Everything that I get after that is like, I don't care because I don't need more than that. So everything after that is like to reinvest into the coin, because the theory is that a coin is worth what people use it for. So right now, Garlic coin doesn't have very many uses. So we're going to have to build them. We're going to have to build them. One of the ways that we can do that is by giving away free garlic coin. Because I think a lot of people were disappointed when they didn't get very much from the garlic coin drops. Now I can give people, more garlic coin than they would have gotten from the drops. So. Now, I guess part of it, though, is I don't have... I was mining on two cards. And now I'm only mining on one card because I gave my second card to my son. We updated his motherboard, and so he was able to use the newer card, and so I gave him the newer card. I guess I could put the miner on that machine, but that's so much power. Well, it is still at 22.5. We've been here for an hour, and it is still at 22.5. What the? This is just bad. And I'm feeling a little sleepy. Let's see here. Oh, I wanted to read this. Crypto run, aka pump and dump schemes for idiots? Well, listen. Yes and no. I mean, I think that there's going to be pump and dumps in garlic coin, 100%. There have been a couple of little pump and dumps. Or maybe they were just people accumulating. I don't know. I don't have enough tools to really see if that money is like staying in garlic coin or not. But there is a possibility of another run in Bitcoin. It may not be driven by Bitcoin. It may be driven by Bitcoin Cash or Ethereum. But if people use it, remember, the whole key here is if people use it. And right now, people are not using Bitcoin to justify the price. Market adoption actually went down. Just the suckers that fall for it. Well, I'd say you're only a sucker if you bought and held through the downturn, right? But if it comes down and it's at a reasonable value, which right now it's not, but if it was at a reasonable value, and there's the potential for another great crypto run, which I think that there is, and you don't take it, then who's being a sucker? I think it's just there's an idea out there that cryptocurrency is over now. And that has been like the third or fourth time I've heard that story, And you got to remember that what started this crypto run was not the Bitcoin futures. That was what ended it. What started it was Ethereum created significant new uses for cryptocurrencies. And Ethereum pushed price up enough for there to be interest in Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin moved up even more because of the the split, what do they call it? The fork. And then the futures came out and pushed it way, way beyond. The guys who buy at the bottom and can't liquidate at the top because the exchange explodes. Yes. I don't know if the exchange will explode, but yep, Ethereum initiated the big run. Exactly. So I've never heard of BPTH. So let me look it up here. BPTH. Is this a stock? Biopath Holdings. Oh no, don't care. I don't trade individual stocks really. I own some Goldman Sachs stock that they gave me when I worked there, and that's it. And that hasn't been doing too well, but I'm keeping on to it because the plan is to hold it for years, and the thing that is supposed to make them, they're going into the retail banking space, and I think that could expand their size dramatically, and that's why I'm holding it. Although right now I don't think that it's a particularly great hold, is it? Hasn't been doing very well in this recent environment. Disappears with all of your money. Well, okay, I'm doubtful that that's ever going to happen with Coinbase. At this point with Coinbase, the worst that could happen is a hack. But they're a mature enough exchange that the owner just disappearing is probably not possible anymore. I say probably because I guess there's always a chance of it happening. But yeah. There has been things though. Remember during the last peak, there was many times where it was pumping up hard. I remember there was this one day and there was a lot of retail people getting into it. And I was like, okay. And you could tell because there was so much volume on Coinbase. I was like, this is like the last one. Just because of so many people getting into it. And it was like, then there was another run up on the futures opening, and then that was it. And I remember that day, the futures, we ran the stream and we had like 4,000 people on the stream, which was crazy. And I was like, well, I think it's going to go short, but I can't say for sure. But my thing says it's going to go short, and that's my position. And it totally went through. All of those people heard me, and it was like they just completely ignored it. It was like, nah, he's probably wrong. He doesn't understand what he's talking about. And I've been right every fucking time. I guess because I've been right so many times, just the law of the market and everything says that eventually I'm going to be wrong big time. 4,000 disappointed motherfuckers. I know, right? Well, I told them it was going to go down. But that's the point. Is right. You got to think, what is Bitcoin worth? Now, many people, especially the detractors, would say that Bitcoin isn't worth anything. That it's only worth money because you think it's worth money. I have a different theory. People make transactions with Bitcoin, ergo, it has value. And the value is directly correlated to how much money is actually being transacted through that network. Right? You got to think of Bitcoin as a network. That's a lot of processors out there to churning a lot of data. That's worth something. It's not worth $3,800, but it is worth something. And so when it is being priced less than it is worth, we buy it. And when it's being priced more than it's worth, we sell it. That's my theory. So my theory, we probably should have another downturn, maybe even 2 or 3. But right now it says that value should be closer to 1,500 to 2,000. And then we can buy it. And we might have another run. And that run will be dependent on how much value is being transacted. If we don't see more adoption, and right now I don't see any reason why people would want to adopt in Bitcoin, because really the thing that Core is doing is just stupid. It's just stupid. Anyways, I'm feeling sleepy. My chemicals must be all messed up because I feel really sleepy right now. Like, even I'm talking and I want to fall asleep. That's so, I must be so boring. I'm boring myself. Anyways, right now, what they've done in Bitcoin is they've made it so that retailers actually had to give up using Bitcoin. So it might be a long time before we see another great crypto run. And that's why I say, because Bitcoin isn't increasing the amount of transactions on the chain, it's probably going to have to be initiated by something else. I think Bitcoin Cash would be a good candidate, because you're going to be able to make tokens like Ethereum. You know, there's all sorts of reasons that it could move up, but it might be just like the last run, right? Bitcoin Cash initiates the move up, and then that generates some interest. And then when there's actually more interest on the Bitcoin blockchain, they could move up. And then you have to worry about, you might not be able to get as high as last time. That's another thing you got to worry about, but that's the way it is. I'm not so much a blockchain opponent as I am a crypto trading industry opponent. It's a ghetto forex without the whole fiat currency thing. Well, I think that the reason it is that way is because everybody that's trading it is trading it based off of emotions, right? Like, it goes up because it's going up. It goes down because it's going down. I guess there's a lot of the action is driven by news. But other than that, think about the things that drive treasuries. People do business with treasuries. There's a ton of business behind treasuries, and the Federal Reserve manages it. There are so many ways that you can actually calculate what treasuries should be worth and trade based off of that and make money from it. That's how the dealers and everything make money, right? Who's doing that in Bitcoin? Seth is. I'm like the only one. There's a couple of other people that are doing it. But the vast majority of people, they're just getting tossed around by the wind. So if you actually have a way of valuing it and it works, then I think you go for it. Treasuries are also used as collateral. Sure. But I think that the best illustration of currency, a cryptocurrency is gold. Now, people think that gold is a store of value. Well, okay, so gold does tend to hold its value over time, although it does swing quite dramatically. But it is still worth a lot over a long period of time, right? Why is that? Why? It's just a rock. There's a few industrial uses for it, but not that much. It's because people use it. And the more people that are actually using gold to buy things out there, or that are willing to take gold to buy things out there, the more worth it has. Think of the asset as a token. The more the token is used, the more it's worth. That bird sounds to be unhappy that I am talking. Speaking of which, I should post my notes. Man, I don't know what my problem is. Maybe I just need more food or what, but I just feel like so terrible. And we did finally break out of the bottom of that range. That's quite curious. The E-mini decided to go beyond the single print from Thursday. But even then, 1-2 ticks. That's pretty bad. It's interesting to see how the more and more the market has gone down. The people on the Patreon, we've lost a few people on Patreon. Because really, like, the interest is just completely gone. Oh, here it is. I'm like, what happened to my thing? 126. No, that's not what I wanted. 11. ETC is doing something for funky. Wonder what's going on over there. I should take a look at Verge again. It looks like it's in a spot where I could maybe do it. I could start mining it again. Okay, gonna type. Seth, let's call in Siki can trade all day and see how much money you are missing out in just an idea. Also, you get a nap. Hell no. Wait, if I was gonna take a day off, right? Why would I choose today? Today it's doing nothing. Maybe if I was trading the EMA, it would have been a good day to just go long. Venezuela is still dark, really? I remember seeing that when the power went out, but it's still out. What is going on down there? Crypto allows a guy in a village in Africa to be a day trader. That's something? Yeah. I don't know. Right now, I just don't see any reason for it to turn around yet. So, well, thank you guys for putting up with me today. Good number of viewers despite having started late and having super crappy action. But tomorrow we get some inflation data, so we should get some pretty good trading tomorrow and Wednesday. I'm hoping that Bitcoin sells this week, but every time that I think that it's going to do it, then no, it just takes longer and longer. But I would really like to buy Bitcoin, but it's got to come down. It's got to come down to 1,000, 1,500, something like that. It's worth it's too high. It's not worth this much. And what else? Oh yeah. If you haven't checked out the Patreon, check out the Patreon. $5 a month gives you the cryptocurrency charts every day. I've had a very loyal base of subscribers for a year and a half now, and it's been a very effective way of trading Bitcoin. So if you're interested in cryptocurrencies at all, I think that that's a must. And I will see you. Oh yes, and also I have my political video, my weekly political video out. Should be live now. So yeah, check that out. And I will see you guys tomorrow. In the meantime, stay profitable, friends. Don't do anything crazy.